Merry Christmas, everybody, and all to the house. Not a creature was stirring, maybe but a mouse. Anyways, this is my little special Christmas gift for you. I'm going to be reading, I have to pull up here, my Heartswarming Eve fan fiction. Hopefully you like it. This is for the My Little Pony fans. Heartswarming Eve by The Force of Light. Heartswarming Eve. 'Twas the night before heartswarming, and all through the hut not a pony was stirring, not even a mouse. The feedbacks were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that Wendigos soon not be there. The yearlings were nestled, snuggled in their beds, while visions of cupcakes danced in their heads. Outside the windows, the first snow drifting towards the ground, Twilight looks out of her castle window and sighs. All she wants to do is go outside and play, but she has got royal duties to attend. She had an idea she wanted to bring up to her friends for an Eve swap, a gift exchange. Every pony will put a name into the Wendigo head, and whoever they pick they will have to shop for them, which means a trip to Manhattan. She is excited as she hasn't seen Manhattan in the Eve time. The lights, the snacks, the shows. This is something she is looking forward to. Twilight stretches and gets up to move around. Spike, lost in thought, jumps up and asks, "Are we going somewhere? Can we? We are too cooped up." She smiles and thinks to herself, "Yes, I think it will be okay, just for a little while. I'm feeling cooped up as well. Let's see what our friends are doing." "Okay, let's go." We all start to head outside, excited with the new snow falling outside the windows. As Twilight trots to the door, she powers up her alicorn horn and opens up the door. To a falling down fluff ball of white and pink. "Twilight, do you see? Do you see?" the muffled pink ball replies. Twilight rolls her eyes and helps her friend up. "Yes, Pinky, I see. I was just about to come out and play. What were you doing?" She helps her shake off some snow onto the now yet wet entranceway. Spike runs over to get a towel and mop. "Oh, I saw your light and thought you should come out. Then I leaned up against the door and listened to see if you were doing something important, but not too important that you couldn't come out. But I didn't want to disturb you if you were in the middle of something, you know. And the door felt so warm and nice, so I laid across it like this. And then the snow came on, and then you opened it, and sploosh." Twilight laughs and shakes off some of the other snow off her as well. "Well, I'm glad you're here. Want to go meet the others?" "Yes, let's go." She suddenly spins around, and suddenly, out of nowhere, she appears with a fuzzy hat and covers. They go into town and walk around. The hustle and bustle of ponies all through the land. Shopping, eating, drinking, and being festive. There are also many visitors from all over. Manhattan, Philadelphia, even several griffins and yaks chowing down on the local food. Music and festive sights and smells permeate the air of a joyous occasion. Derpy is flying about with her cart of heartwarming chocolate muffins, hot off the plate. Twilight floats over some bits, which she excitedly takes them and wraps up a couple of muffins. Pinky gets a whole plateful. Twilight floats one to Spike as she nibbles one herself. "Ooh, Derpy, these are so good," Twilight cheers. As Spike mumbles in agreement, Pinky slams her face into the plate and in one fell swoop eats the whole batch. Just then, Twilight spots Fluttershy and Rarity sitting at the cafe, sitting down and drinking an aromatic hot beverage. "Oh, Twilight, over here, join us. We have hot cider and tea." Fluttershy smiles and pours them all a cup. "Merry Heartswarming Eve, everybody," she says in her quiet way. Twilight gives them both a hug and sits down to drink. Spike takes an empty cup and tries to balance it on his nose, just before dropping it. Almost dropping it, that is. Twilight rescues the cup in the last second. Sorry, Twilight. She's used to my shenanigans." "Yes, but really, Spike, one of these days I won't be here to help." "Ah, sure you will. We are inseparable, right?" Spike looks up with puppy dog eyes as well as Fluttershy. "Oh, you too. Yes, if I can help it, you will always be around. But do be careful." I will. Sorry, Twilight." "Happy Heartwarming Eve all." He takes a small scone. "Oh, hey, where is Rainbow Dash?" Spike pokes his snout through the scone. "Oh, she and Applejack are getting ready for the festival. She is rounding up more clouds to push snow all around, and Applejack is working on making hot cider. They should be here in a moment, which is good. I have an idea when they arrive." She floats over a cupcake and munches onto it. She eyes a cup of tea and floats it over to sip it. As the snow starts to drift and the others settle down for some warmer conversation and food, they watch the comings and goings of various ponies throughout the Ponyville. They greet each other warmly in heartfelt hellos. Pinkie looks over to Twilight and smiles. Just think of all the friends you have made since you have joined us, she nods. Yes, I do think of it all the time, actually. My life would be completely different if I didn't make the friends I have now. In fact, I mentioned what could have been if we didn't. But even beyond that, she gets up to hug them all. I wouldn't have gotten so close to you all. You're more than friends. You're like family. Woo! Family fun time! Pinkie shouts. Well, I think the same thing, Sugar Cube. Suddenly from behind, Twilight gets a tackle hug from Applejack as Rainbow Dash flies in, all covered with snow, and tumbles into Fluttershy. After they roll out of an embarrassing snowball, Rainbow Dash laughs and picks up Fluttershy, who sheepishly smiles and shivers off excess snow. Been a long time since we did that, bud. Remember back in Cloudsdale? Rainbow gives Flutter a hug, and she smiles. She suddenly pretends to cower, but suddenly springs up and tosses a snowball right in Rainbow's face. With a shocked look, she jumps down and smiles and gathers snowballs. She aims, but Fluttershy dodges at the last minute. The snowball arcs and hits Rarity right in her horn, sprinkling snow to the others. Oh, it is on! As she starts to roll up snowballs. Pinkie bounces around and starts spinning in place as Twilight laughs and starts to float up some snowballs and Snow Shield. Pinkie starts to roll around, gathering speed and size as she rolls out of sight for a bit. The others are full-on Snow Furry, tossing to and fro, Applejack kicking a few each way. Onlookers started to laugh when a wayward snowball from somewhere aims right towards Derpy. At the last moment, Dr. Who's jumps up and blocks it. The scene goes quiet as all stop. Suddenly the ground starts to rumble as this humongous pink snowball starts cascading down a steep slope. Ploosh! With a solid thud, Pinkie barrel rolls into the whole crowd. Suddenly everyone in town starts to toss snowballs. Some create barriers, others hide out, some dive bomb, but everybody's having fun. Things start to settle down when a small caravan of royal guards approach, where Twilight is stationed at. At this point she had built up a mini snow fort. It is Princess Celestia, Luna, Cadance, and Shining Armor. The snowballs cease as the parade enters the center of town, when another errant snowball flies out of control and hits Princess Celestia square in the face. Everyone is shocked, silent at the scene. She stops, stands up, with poise and confidence, reaches down to pick something up, looks around to find Twilight, who is also in shock and proceeds to toss a perfectly cylindrical snowball right into her face. Everyone bursts out laughing, and they all proceed to renew the battle. Princess Celestia joins Twilight. Well, I see things are fun and well for the festivities. I haven't seen this place so lively in ages. All due to you and your hard work, Princess. She smiles, and Twilight's face goes red. Thank you, Princess Celestia. Celestia laughs and gives Twilight a hug. Oh, I read about your swap idea. I think that is very good. We are thinking of doing that as well at Canterlot. And I believe Princess Cadance will do it as well as at Crystal. Princess Cadance walks out of the to and fray and nods. Shining Armor rushes over to give Twilight a hug as well. Hey, what swap idea? Rainbow floats on next to Twilight. You're not going to swap me out, are you? Are you? Rainbow pokes at Twilight, who giggles. No, and for the rest of you, no, I'm not replacing you either. It's a Heartswarming Eve tradition. I thought it would be good. With so many good friends around us, I was going to suggest a gift swap. At the sound of this, they think about it and nod. True, we do share a lot of time with each other. It's only natural that we would learn what others want and enjoy. That's a fantastic idea, Rarity piped up and then asked, how do we go about picking who to shop for? I have an idea. Hold on. Suddenly Twilight disappears in a purple puff of smoke, and after a moment reappears. In front of her is the hat she wore for her Nightmare Night, star-swirled, a bearded hat. She floats a pen and starts to write everyone's name in it. I'll leave you to it. I'll go inside and enjoy some cake, Princess Celestia comments, and then walked into the shop. Twilight closes the hat and jumbles the names up. Remember, no peeking, and don't tell who you have. And let us set a 50-bit limit. She floats over to Applejack, who picks a name. She smiles and closes up the paper. The others do the same. Pinkie pulls a name and bursts into celebration. Pinkie, you're not supposed to reveal anything. Oh, I know. I didn't even open it yet. I'm just excited for the challenge. They all roll their eyes. Celebrations are serious business, she smiles and opens up a folded paper. True to her word, she doesn't show any emotion to the contents of the paper. Twilight opens up her paper and reads, Applejack. She smiles and then says, Okay, let the games begin. At the moment they all scatter. Spike waited for the rest to leave when Twilight showed him her paper. Oh, you got Applejack? Have any ideas? No clue, but I'll ask around. Also, we'll watch her. Hey, you're my best assistant. How would you like to help me out? Twilight asked sheepishly. Ha, I'm your only assistant. Well, speaking one that, fine. What can I do? Well, you followed Applejack around for a bit to reward her and all that. How about you do it again, but in secret, to see what she may want? Okay, for you, Twilight. I have to go shopping myself as well. Remember me? Stocking time. He winks, knowing full well they'll be full of gems. He scurries along as Twilight heads to the train station. The ponies scurry about looking for gifts and setting up for a heartswarming hustle and bustle of care and joy as they all run about ready for the eve. Snow gently drifts down. Twilight heads back to the castle to pack for a short shopping trip when Spike arrives. Oh, Twilight, I found a few things. Well, they are working on their wagon and one of the wagon wheels broke, but I think they are working on getting a replacement. I don't know if that's helpful, but I know Applejack will be heading up to Crystal Empire soon to deliver pies for the solstice switch over soon. I heard she dreads it because of the weather. Oh, Spike, that's perfect. I know what to do with this. Have you done your shopping for your special pick? Oh, I'm practically done. His son looks very suspicious and sneaky. One short trip and I'm good. In fact, I have to meet up with someone in town and talk about a few things. In fact, I gotta go. He bolts out the door before Twilight is able to ask. She giggles and heads straight to the train station. She sees Rainbow Dash waiting as well. So, Rainbow, what are you doing here? Twilight asks, feigning innocence. Twilight, well, I have to go shopping. What are you doing here? Twilight laughs. Manhattan, I have to visit a place. She kind of looks away. Oh, okay, same. Going to Manhattan. Well, we gotta split up, though. They both agree and the train pulls up. Next stop, Manhattan. All aboard. They jump into the train and poke their heads out to look at the snow. As the train slowly takes off, the scenery flows by. Eventually, the snow lightens up and stops. Yeah, unfortunately, Manhattan wasn't scheduled for snow this year. Something that has to do with the manufacturing plants and such. I don't know, but Cloudsdale was not part of their planning. Rainbow looks through as they pull up to the Manhattan main station. Debark now. Depart in 10 minutes. Okay, off I go. Good luck in your shopping, Rainbow. Twilight waves. Rainbow turns around, but in the last minute she swoops around and gives Twilight a hug and flies away. Same to you, Twilight. As she drifts off, Twilight crosses the city street and over to sweet smells of portable sweet feeds shops sprinkling along the avenue. Hunger gets the better of her as she goes to a pretzel stand. What you want, miss? A scruffy-looking pony who has seen better days, all in green and green throughout with a brown food server hat. Oh, one lightly salted pretzel, please. It smells fantastic. Coming up. He flips a few pieces of dough onto a pan and kicks gently a hanging salt shaker to douse the dough as it cooks up. That'll be 2 bits. Twilight gently floats 2 bits over to the guy's hoof and one more into a jar titled Tip Bits. Thank you, Mrs. Merry Heartswarming to you. Merry Heartswarming to you and have a happy solstice. Suddenly, a piping hot steamy pretzel unfolds from the cooking oils. He wraps in a sheet and offers it to her. Twilight takes a bite and smiles. So good, she muffles and waves. He waves back as she continues forth a few blocks away. She found her place. Contemporary clothes for all seasons. She had to go a few blocks further as the immediate area was the high fashion area where Rarity has her shop. She swore she saw Rainbow Dash flittering around, but the streets are so crowded with ponies, vehicles, and the likes it's hard to tell anyone. She trots a few blocks sideways and finds an authentic country fair for all mares and colts. In the window, she spots all handmade sweaters, leggings, hats, coats, and the like. Perfect. She trots in and the store owner is an old mare who came straight out of the countryside. Good afternoon, missus. Might I help you find something? Well, possibly, but let me look around. Of course. Twilight looks around and finds all kinds of ensembles. Suddenly her eyes catch a gold and green sweater and legging combo with a fuzzy hat. On a tassel of the hat is a single small apple, also in the leggings as well. Miss, how much for this outfit? Oh, that one. I originally was going to give that to a cousin of mine, but I heard they are pinched for bits, and I cannot find time for nor the money for it. I actually initially wasn't going to sell it, but I cut you a deal. 6 bits for the whole thing if you can mention my store, Princess. Twilight smiles, realizing her name apparently holds weight. An outfit like this would normally cost 6 to 7 bits per piece. She's getting a good deal, but she will oblige, and she is always willing to help out a small shop like this. Local shops always appeal to her. Sold. And I'll mention your store around. I actually know a few that would love it here, so it wouldn't be too hard. She floats over the bits to her. Why, thank you. Would you like that wrapped? Sure, if you don't mind, I would, but I'm a lousy wrapper. She looks shy when saying that. Why aren't you precious? It would be my delight. Thank you for coming to my shop. She smiles and begins to wrap. A few minutes later, and a few more bites into her yummy pretzel, out comes a professionally wrapped gift. So pristine, it would almost be a shame to open it. Thank you, ma'am. Have a merry Heartswarming. To you as well, dearie. For a moment when she said dearie, it reminded her of something. She smiles and notices the time. She quickly leaves and walks around to look at the other shops for a moment before returning back. Train schedules can be so finicky at times. She hops on a train, hoping that Rainbow Dash mysteriously would appear, but understanding that their schedules are probably different. She is lost in thought on the trip back. She thinks of all the heartwarming eves of yesteryear, with her friends, and then on her own. Before she had friends when she was training and studying, then back to her childhood with her parents. Time sure does fly, she whispers as the train starts to slow. Next stop, Ponyville. Get ready to disembark. The train stops and she notices that the sun is lower in the sky. The streets are thinning out a bit as ponies are starting to settle for their meals and parties indoors. She arrives at the castle. It is quiet and quite large. She sighs as she misses the treehouse. It was cozy and home. This is her new home, but she remembers and misses her old one. She looks up at the huge chandelier and remembers. Twilight! Out of nowhere, Spike appears in the corridor. You're back! The rest have returned except for Rainbow Dash. We decided to go to Fluttershy's cottage. Something about a surprise there. Discord's apparently decorating the place with something he said Christmas decorations and Christmas tree. But I don't know what he means by that. But I heard it's going to be something. I think we can do the swap there. That would be delightful. Fluttershy always wants to have company. Maybe she's up for it. It can become a routine thing. If there are snacks, I'm in. Spike. Okay, let's go. Do you have your gift? He smiles suspiciously. Oh, do I? It took some fancy footwork on my end, but I am sure she will be surprised. He looks all shifty-eyed. Ha! Heartswarming sneak. Twilight and Spike head toward Fluttershy's cottage. Lo and behold, the whole cottage is covered with snow. Lights, symbols, dangling, sparkling things, shiny, twirling things, and the likes. The whole scene looks straight out of a storybook. Oh, wow! Spike belts out. Amazing, utterly amazing. She notices Rarity and Pinkie outside by the door. In the window, she spots Applejack running around with something steamy. Fluttershy is invisible. Twilight sidles up to the other two who have their wrapped bundles in tow. Hi, dearie. Rarity smiles as Pinkie just hugs them all. Spike does the honors and knocks. A faint Fluttershy replies, Be right there, a moment. In the background you hear a faint Discord talking to Bear. And, of course, there are reindeers and such. One named Rudolph. Yes, a reindeer named Rudolph. I don't know why that name. Silly, but it's a huge story there. Yes. Talking snowman, yep. Suddenly the door opens and the four are overwhelmed with smells of spices, sweet, savory, and all the likes. All manners of foods and delectables permeate the air. Inside the whole cottage is decorated with lights, garland, trinkets hanging from the ceiling, the floor, the walls, all kinds of flowers and shiny objects. In the corner, a humongous tree with all kinds of lights and dangling glass and gem pieces. The tree is so massive it dwarfs Bear. Merry Heartswarming Eve! Fluttershy and Applejack cheer. Next to her on the table is filled with all kinds of apple treats, cider, juices, and tasty treats. Pinkie, save some for all of us, Applejack warns. Oh, I'm good. I ate a bit before I came here. Twilight wonders what a bit is for Pinkie, considering she has seen how much she can eat. Where's Rainbow? Fluttershy asks. Not sure. I think she was held up shopping. I saw her on the train to Manhattan. They all nod. Well, I hope she comes soon. I'm hungry, Pinkie shouts. They all bring their packages in and set them on the table. "Gather around, grab some food and drink," Fluttershy announces, as various animals clear the area to allow the visitors to settle down. They all start to unwind, chit-chat, and talk about the past year. When they suddenly hear a thunk, Twilight walks over and opens the door with magic. And slumped against the door, sliding down, is a puddle of a smooshed Rainbow Dash who misjudged her flying once again. She shakes her head a bit. "Sorry I'm late. It took forever to find a gift and get back in here in time. I had to pop out of the train and fly the rest of the way. But I got my gift." She flies over to the table and plops down on a rectangular box, roughly packed. After a couple of hours, just before the sun starts to set, Twilight pokes her head above a plate of pasta. "Well, are we ready to exchange gifts?" They all nod, full with cheer, drink, and food. "I'll go first," Twilight smiles. "I picked Applejack. Now after you open your gift, you will tell us who you have," she smiles. Twilight floats over her package to Applejack, who is smiling. "Ooh, what could this be?" "Thank you so much, Twilight. I had a tough time shopping. I hope I didn't cause you too much difficulty." "Not an issue. I had a little help," she winks at Spike, who bows. "I was wondering why you were sneaking around so much. You didn't think I didn't see you, eh?" He blushes. Applejack tears open the paper, and Twilight is a bit nervous and hopeful that the gift is good enough. A bit of her is disappointed to see such a well-wrapped gift torn up. Oh my, Twilight. This is so beautiful. Well, how'd you know?" Twilight just smiled. "In fact, this looks exactly like the outfit I wanted to get for my trips up to Crystal Palace. We couldn't afford it. My cousin was willing to offer it to me, but I wasn't able to get to her. I thought she had already sold it or lost it. Thank you." Twilight laughed as the connections made sense. "Ha! Well, the apple doesn't fall from the tree, it seems. I'm glad you like it." "I sure do. It's so cozy. Okay, next up I have Fluttershy." "Why me? You don't have to get me anything. Just having you all here is a gift for me. I've always wanted to host something fun." Applejack shakes her head with her muzzle, picks up the gifts she got. She tosses over the package. Fluttershy gingerly peels back a corner carefully of the package, taking a bit too long to care for each fold and crease. "Come on, Fluttershy, just tear into it." Rainbow Dash flits. "But it's all wrapped so nicely. I would hate to rip it." "Ah, Fluttershy, it's okay. Tear away, I promise. I won't take any offense to it." Applejack laughs. Fluttershy hesitates and then suddenly tears into the package like a fiend. "Whoa!" Rainbow Dash amazed. She opens up the package and a fancy tea set with cups of all the friends' faces on them, a tea cozy and platter. "Woohoo! This is so great. Thank you, Applejack. Now when you all come for tea, we can have a fancy setting, and I can now remember the teas each of you likes." She tackles Applejack, who is laughing partially because of the surprise and because of delight. Fluttershy flips around and laughs. "Next, I got..." She looks around. "Pinky." Ooh, what'd you get? Fluttershy walks over and tosses a couple of packages to her. Without hesitation, she tears into the packages. "Ooh, wow, boxes, wrapping paper, nice." They all laugh. "What's inside the box, dearie?" Rarity exclaims. "Oh, yes, what is this?" She pulls out a strange-looking, multicolored candy-looking thing. "Oh, Discord helped me find that." Discord bowed. "It's called, what is it called?" "Oh, ho, ho. It's called an everlasting gobstopper. From another dimension. Try it. It's a candy, perfect for the one that can't eat anything and everything." "Everlasting, huh? I accept the challenge." She stretches her muzzle, makes odd faces, puts a bandana on, and opens her muzzle. Gently putting the candy in, she starts chewing, licking, smacking her lips, and making all sorts of contortions. "Ooh, this tastes good. Too good. Challenge is on." She suddenly looks shifty-eyed and then starts to renew her chewing. "Oh, Mr. Gobstopper, you're good. You're very good. Thank you so much. This is perfect." She gives her a hug and gently puts the candy in the crystal pouch marked special eating. She looks at it. "Later, you and I alone. Game on," she giggles. "Oh, but there's more." Pinky dives into the packages and finds a small trampoline and some leggings. "Since you like bouncing around so much, I thought you would like this." "Ooh!" She immediately curls up in a ball and bounces on the trampoline. For a split second, all of reality blurs as a pink streak fills the visions of all. "Wow, thank you. This is perfect." She suddenly lays down on it. My turn. Rainbow Dash. Woohoo, my fellow prankster, what'd you get? You will like this. She nuzzles several packages. Rainbow Dash does not hesitate and starts to rip into the multitude of boxes. Wow! She pulls out several passes marked full spa treatment. That is thank you, Pinky. Normally I don't go for this stuff, but because you gave it, I'll thoroughly enjoy this. She dives in the box again and pulls out a flying helmet and booties. Very nice. I can use this to train when I'm out and about. This is so cool. Thank you. And finally, she pulls out 2 books, A Daring Do Insider and 100 Pranks for All Occasions. Ha! You do know me too well, Pinky. She flies over and gives Pinky a hug. Okay, my turn. I got do. Rarity. Rarity flushes red and a bit and smile. Oh, you didn't have to, really. Suddenly, Rainbow opens up the wrap box. Really? Oh my word. This is beautiful. Where did out of the box she floats a glitzy gold encrusted stole with matching hat. I went to Manhattan and went to some place called Passace? Very fancy. Very expensive. Right up your alley. I had to pull extra shifts just to afford this. Whoa, you got Passace? You got Passace? She faints onto the mysterious appearing fainting couch. They all laugh at the sight. But thank you so much. Really, this is very wonderful. Now my turn. Ooh, Spike. Spike pokes up and turns all red. You got me? Yes, I did. I hope you enjoy what I got for you. Anything you do is good enough for me, Rarity. Twilight giggles and rolls her eyes. She also does the math and waits patiently. Here, she floats on a few packages. He gingerly opens the package and in one box a small sword and shield. For the valiant hero you are. Now you have something to hold on to. He opens another in a nice fuzzy outfit. For cold nights so he can stay warm. And then a small book. 101 recipes for the dragon in training. That one. I had to get in touch with Ember to find this one. Spike is awestruck. Thank you so much. This means the world. Thank you. He leaps over and gives Rarity a hug. Then realizing what he just did, turns beet red and recedes behind Twilight before straightening up again. My turn. Last but not least at all, Twilight. Twilight smiles, knowing that he probably just got something that he likes, but is thankful that he's even here. Oh, I know I'm not that bright on these things, but I asked around, and I asked those that are, in fact, I asked Princess Celestia and Cadence for help. That piqued Twilight's curiosity now. A single package floats towards her. She tried a bit of magic to sneak a peek, but strangely she was not able to see into it. This raised her curiosity even further. It took me quite some time, but Twilight, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You rescued me from an egg. I know that without you I would have been cast out and most likely not even be alive. But I thank you for believing in me, trusting in me. You are my family. All of you are. Twilight, thank you for my life and the friends I have made. I hope you enjoy this gift. She opens up the package and a small symbol appears. She widens her eyes at the title. Star Swirl's Rare and Exotic Spells, Not for the Timid. Spike, where did you find this? This is so rare. I mean, this book is considered myth, legend. Most think it was just a rumor, but how? Well, that's the interesting part. This book was in 2 pieces, one at the Crystal Empire archives and the other in Canterlot's archives. Separately they were scraps, but together they made this book whole. She immediately opens the book as it glows and flips through the pages. Spike, this is fantastic, amazing. She gives him a hug. Oh, and Discord, we didn't forget about you. Twilight smiles. She floats over a package to him. We gotta look at some of your writings of other worlds, gifts and such. We don't know what it is, but we somehow were able to make this. Discord, delighted, pulls open a package. A hammock in a box called Silly Putty, and a Rubik's Cube. Why, Twilight, these are wonderful. He tears in the boxes and starts playing with the cube immediately. Oh, I was never able to solve this. How in... Just a little bit of magic, Twilight winks. They all cheer and celebrate, playing with their gifts. Outside the window, Celestia and Luna watch. Well, sister, it looks like she has gotten stronger, and in doing so, I'm glad you took her under your wing. Merry Heartswarming Eve, sister. I'm glad to be sharing it with you this year. Merry Heartswarming Eve, sister. And to all of you who are reading this or watching this, in that alternative universe, you know who you are. I can see you. I've always been able to see you. Have a Merry Heartswarming Eve. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Panchaganapti Yule. Notonmas. Koid Iz Azam. May your day be filled with joy, love, peace, and wonderment. Never stop dreaming. Reach for the stars. Who knows? Maybe someday you will find me. And to all, good cheer. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Okay, I know that in the recent My Little Pony episodes that they made an episode about exchanging gifts. But this was published December 24th, 2016. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I wrote it for you guys pretty much. It just had to be. Yes, I did actually write it on Christmas Eve, and now I'm reading it Christmas Eve. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas and enjoy the holidays. And hopefully you treat yourself right wherever you are. Take care. Merry Christmas.